Hello and welcome to the IBD Ostomy Support Show. I am sorry that I'm a minute late. We've had a faff trying to get on, and well, hopefully we're on now. My name's Rachel and I blog at Rockin' Two Stomas. I'd just like to say that Louise has got a gammy eye, so she's not able to join us tonight, and Steffi isn't really feeling tonight, so she's not on either, but we wish them that they hope feel better soon. Louise has got a gammy eye, so she's not able to join us. Oh, I can hear myself really being repeated again. So
hello.
Sorry, it was me. I was just trying to get the chat up. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought that was my. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Rewind. So we hope that they both feel better soon. And yeah. So this week Natalie is doing a Mr. and Mrs. type event that I've not actually seen Mr. and Mrs. And she'll explain a bit. No, she'll explain a bit more about that. So I'm Rachel and I blog at Rockin' Two Stomas. My week this week has been pretty full on. I had a flexible sigmoidoscopy on Monday that we finally think we've got the answer to my sepsis. So my whole bowel and rectum is just covered in colitis, and it's diversion colitis, but it's just covered in it. And I need to be referred back for management, whether that's, I'm hoping it's surgery, but I know last time they couldn't remove it because of complications. So I got a feeling it's going to possibly go to specialists in London, which I will do this time. So we're just waiting to see. But I feel quite happy that I found a reason why I'm losing the weight, why I'm bleeding, and why I'm getting the pain, which I always thought was my urostomy pain. So it's quite nice to know that that could be sepsis. Then Tuesday, I had a talk for my local support group called Cupid, which was really nice, and they asked me to talk about life as a double bagger, and I really enjoyed it. And it was really quite emotional for me because I went to that group when I was about to have my second bag, and I was in bits hysterical 3 years ago. I just didn't think I would cope with a second stoma. I hated the one I had, and I was really not in a good way. And it was really nice talking to them how far I've come, and then them standing up at the end saying that they remembered me and they wished that, they've been thinking about me the last 3 years. And it was just really nice. It was really quite an emotional time, and to realise how far I've come, that was like really special for me, because I like to think I accepted my bags all the way through, but I haven't, especially when it prolapsed before I had the urostomy surgery. I had this prolapsed stoma that I hated. It looked horrible and I really struggled. And I just think I've come a really, really, really long way, that now, you might not realize how bad it was, but I was not in a good place. So that was really nice. I've had some more opportunities this week, exciting opportunities with the blogging and with Jenna and things like that. So we see how they pan out. And we've got the rugby on Saturday. Come on, Wales. We've got to beat Ireland because we lost against England. Shush you two.
Ireland got a good team,
I know, so they're probably going to beat us, but so that's been my week, and I'll pass you over to Natalie, who'll tell you more about tonight and anything else.
And King.
Me. Hi, I'm Natalie, aka the Spoonie Mummy. I've had an eventful week. After we signed off last Thursday, I went to bed and ended up with a locked knee again. So bless my poor dad, at 10:30 got a call from me to take me into A&E. I ended up being admitted. The doctor I've got quite a high pain threshold. Obviously, I've been in pain for the whole of my life, basically, arthritis since I was a baby. So I'm not a wimp by any stretch of the imagination. And I've always said when it's happened before, because it has happened before, it's basically bent just past 90 degrees.
Sorry, my phone. Sorry, my gran's calling me.
Yeah, so it's stuck. And obviously it's painful as I try and straighten it myself. So I was trying to get it out by myself and that wasn't going anywhere. It's extremely painful, and because of my arthritis, because it's then stuck in the same position, slowly over the next couple of hours I know that I'm in for a hellish time because the pain is just horrific. But there was a doctor in A&E, he came in and he's like, right, we'll give you the gas in there And he said, I'm going to try and help you straighten it. So I was like, fine, because I'd like them to have a good go, because I'd much rather that than end up being admitted. So he gave me this gas and air. Well, he's pulling and pulling at it, and it just wasn't going. And then he turned around and said to me, your knee isn't locked anymore. He said, it's your muscles that are tense. He's like, relax and you'll be fine.
No.
And I was getting more and more frustrated. My dad ended up getting up and having to walk over to the other side of the room. And he kept saying it and saying it. And in the end, I sat up and slammed this gas and air down. And I was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not a wimp. My knee will not go. It is locked. It's not that there's the muscles were obviously tensing because I was in pain. But I was like, you can't force it because there's something stuck. It's not right. So I wasn't very happy with him at all. But got admitted.
That sounds agony.
Oh, it was just horrific. And
it's panic as well. Panic when it's stuck like that, you can't get it back.
It's horrible. Yeah, you can't do anything because it's really hard to walk. Luckily, I use a stick sometimes at home, and I've got crutches and stuff, so I've got crutches to sort of get about, but it's really hard. And obviously the leg that I'm using to hop on also has arthritis in it anyway, but is the one I've had my hip replacement, so it was really aching. But
sorry to laugh. You got to laugh, ain't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Friday, I was admitted to the orthopedic ward anyway. Friday, they were all like immensely lovely because they were obviously used to old people being on that ward, and they were like, you're the youngest person here, and it was all really good. The staff were absolutely brilliant. But the doctor came in and he was like, oh, I'm really sorry, but there's no space on the theatre list today, because basically what they have to do is put me to sleep, take me to theatre and manipulate it out like that. So I was really upset because it really is so painful. It's unreal. But obviously I could understand they'd had a lot of trauma in that night, and there was people a lot worse off than me that needed theatre slots. So the next minute, my doctor turned up, who'd actually seen me last year about the knee and told me that at some point I would need a replacement. But obviously he wants to hold off as long as he could. And he was like, I saw your name, I knew it was you. And he was just fantastic. He's obviously not my doctor, but he prescribed some muscle relaxants so that we were trying to sort of get it out as the day went on. We're hoping these drugs would work, but they didn't. So I ended up in theatre on Saturday in the end. I just had sedation, which I had mentioned to them. I was like, I don't think I need to be put to sleep. I said, I'd like to try sedation. It did knock me out. It was like going to sleep. And it knocked me out really quickly, actually, whereas going to sleep normally takes a little while for me. But they managed to get it straight. I've now got a lovely full-length leg brace to wear, although I haven't got it on at the minute. But my knees are
stop it from happening again.
Yeah, it's more likely to happen again quite soon after it's happened once. So it's just to basically try and prevent that and keep it straight. Is that my... I'm really sorry, my telly's on. 1 second.
Oh, we're having a few gremlins tonight, aren't we?
Can you tell it's me that's doing the thing? No, it's good. All good.
Is that your nan ringing?
That was my gran, and because my parents are in Singapore, I didn't want to kind of not answer in case that they were in trouble. But they're fine. They got. I sent them letters of photos of Gran Canaria and my parents in Vietnam, so they just said thank you. So it was all good. But I couldn't just leave it in case they needed something.
No, that's. But no, so discharged on Monday. Was due, actually, my lovely doctor that I was telling you about. He was the one that got me into theatre. I wasn't even under his hands in hospital, but he got me into theatre on Saturday to sort my knee out for me. And then he came in on Sunday on his day off.
Oh,
me and sort out. I was supposed to go in for an appointment Tuesday, but obviously he couldn't book a time because it being the weekend. And there's been a bit of a mix-up, and I didn't get informed of a time. And I had the boys as well, so I wasn't just going to turn up at the hospital and possibly have to wait for 5 hours for an appointment or whatever.
Yeah.
I was trying to call them. Nobody answers the phones in orthopedics, apparently. So I've got to chase that up. But luckily, I've got a friend who works in that department and has given me the name of my doctor's secretary. So I'm going to speak directly to her because I think it's time for money to be replaced. No, which is a bit of a big decision, but I think
so it's a hip and your knee.
So I'll have a fake hip and a fake knee then.
Is it the same side?
No, different sides. But
Right.
the knee's a bigger op than the hip. It's supposed to be a bit more painful, but then my hip,
I've heard that.
I survived on IV paracetamol, so I'm not too worried about that.
But if it's going to improve your walking and the pain, it's got to be worth it, isn't it?
And this has happened, I think this was the 6th time it's happened in 5 years. The 5th time I've had to go and be put to sleep because of it. And I just can't risk it. I can't bend down to do it, because normally it happens if I bend down, I'm like sat on my knees. So if I'm like bending down cleaning or something, that's when it's happened before. But this time I was just in bed, there was no pressure on it or anything, and I bent my leg, went to straighten it, and I was like, it's not going anywhere. So obviously the situation's now getting worse, and they apparently last about 20 years before revisions are needed. But I think I'd rather do it now and enjoy my time now when I'm young, rather than get to 50 and possibly my arthritis could be in a really bad place by then anyway, and then have a knee replacement and still not be able to really enjoy it. I want to sort of be able to crawl around with the kids at play centres and whatnot. So I'm going to
definitely
and see what he says, but I think I definitely want him to do it now. So we'll see when I finally get to it. But other than that, I've just been, I had the boys, which was really lovely, although I spent the weekend in hospital, so they were with my mum and dad. But they enjoyed that because they obviously don't get to see them all the time. And then Tuesday, I took them for pancake day breakfast at Frankie and Benny's, and none of us had pancakes. But it was really lovely, really nice, really chilled. And then we went into town. I had a bit of shopping to do, and I took them in to build a bear, and they both built bears, which was really fun and really lovely. And they've taken them with them, and they said that whenever they want to hug mummy, they can hug their bears. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so, and then they went home on Wednesday lunchtime. And then, I've just been resting. I still don't feel great, really tired. My sleep has just been so up and down. In hospital, I was sleeping because the muscle relaxant they gave me was diazepam. So I was just like sleeping almost constantly. But so now it's a bit sort of hit and miss. And obviously it's still quite achy and painful. So trying to sleep in the splint doesn't always help, and then I wake up and take the splint off, and then my knee's hurting, and so it's all a bit of a nightmare. But I think that's about it. Other than that, I've had some major exciting blog stuff going on, which has been really, really good. I've been inundated with emails today. My computer broke, but luckily I've been ferrying stuff about on my phone, and then Steve fixed the computer so I can get online tonight. But we had Valentine's Day yesterday, didn't we? That was lovely. I wasn't with Steel Day. He'd been, he had an appointment up in Leeds, but he came back and he cooked dinner, which was amazing. And we had little presents and stuff, and so that was really lovely. And that was it. So now I'll pass to Steve. Now I've talked for ages.
filling the gaps.
Yeah.
Hello, hi. How's it going? I'm Steve, aka #Baghdaddy. My week has been full on. There's not enough hours in the day. There really isn't.
I'm feeling a theme here. You say that every week.
It's what's happening, girl. It really is. I'm gonna have to give up work because I haven't got enough time to do it anymore, and be permanently ill as well.
Time to retire.
I've been training. I've been training on injured knee. It's not to the level of Natalie's, but when you've had pretty good knees, just sort of creaky ones. I twisted it a couple of weeks ago. That's been really sore, but I've strapped it up and I've trained on it, and it's slowly getting better. I've got a sore rib where I got punched in the rib. How dare he? You know what I mean? This is only a boxing match, for God's sake. I got a little black eye. I got punched in the eye. What are we doing? Punching me in the eye? What's all that about?
Pathetic black eye. Can't even see it anymore.
It's only a little one. It's only a little one. But when he hit me in training, you know the way you spring a ruler off the side of a table. That's what I saw. Three of him went into one. It was a good shot, but so that's going well. I've sent him my charity stuff. I've sent him my match it to DHL.
Ooh, exciting!
1,049. That's going to hopefully be doubled by DHL. Still collecting money, still selling tickets. What else? Just full on. I took the baby. I took my middle lad to town on Tuesday. We went to the record shop, which he loves in there. Bought a few CDs and a few bits and bobs. Not much else really. Just dropped my lad off in town. I've been out since 20 past half 5 this morning and just got back. Just knackered. I was gonna leave the show tonight. I was gonna sort of have a rest and just watch it in bed. But I got what's the word I'm after?
Rachel forced you to come
dragged into it. Everything was echoing in Rachel's mic and she was flapping. So, and that's really it. I'm looking forward to seeing Rachel next Thursday. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
For 4 days.
Thursday.
Next Thursday I'm down because we got a Purple Wings meeting on the Sunday and then I'm travelling back Sunday. So I'm down for 4 days. But I'll be back up again for Steve's boxing match for like quite a few days, like on the 4th. So maybe we could do
So what time are you there on Thursday? Because that's the day me and Steve are going to Birmingham to do the...
Oh, for your thingy. Ooh, I'm going to be there at... I'll probably be arriving about 2 because I'll be leaving at 11.
I won't plan nothing Thursday. She's all mine, Nat.
Steve,
you're there early enough. We could do lunch, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, we'll message.
Yeah, we'll sort that out after we started chatting about that now.
And that's what's happened in my week. Once again, my little bit gets hijacked by ladies, as it always does. Even on Facebook, I put a post in, to all my regular people on Facebook and all my friends, and then all of a sudden, my regular workmates go, "What the bleeding hell's a neurostomy? What's an ostomy?" Because all my IBD friends take over my posts, and I got no power at all. It's true, isn't it?
It is true with your posts, your personal pages, like it's in the groups, and then you.
Well, my mates go, "How come you'll post something, and then 40, 50 people are liking it? What's going on?"
They're working with us.
Apart from that, feeling good. Nervous. Been a little bit of self-doubting.
What were your boxing match?
Yeah, it's really. I think it's more about the fact that I got people coming to watch me. I want to put on a good show. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Obviously, I wouldn't want to win dramatically, but that's it really. I think. Training on yesterday. I thought, what the flipping hell are you doing here, Steve? What have you put yourself in for? All this for some cash. But it's another challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
The next challenge I intend to do is in probably a year and a half, maybe a year, is a skydive.
Nice.
I definitely want to do that.
There was a really lovely lady looking after me. My nurse and my HCA on both Friday and Saturday night. The HCA came in. She was absolutely lovely, and she was like, "Oh," she said, "Yeah," because she mentioned the ostomy, and obviously they have to check, especially because I couldn't walk, very well. But luckily, I had a private room with private bathroom, so I could hobble about my crutches all right, just for that. But she was like, "Oh," she said, "we can do ostomies anyway." She's like, "My husband got one 2 weeks ago." She said, "And the lady, my named nurse that night, her husband has Crohn's, had an ostomy, has now had a reversal." So we was just chatting loads. I'd got extenders in my bag, and the ones that I think her husband was having a similar problem to me. He'd got the Brava ones, and they were irritating his skin. So I was like, "Give him these to try." She was like, "Oh, well." She actually added me on Facebook, but her and one of her nursing friends are doing a skydive for Crohn's and colitis this year.
Oh, nice one.
She asked me if I wanted to do it. I was like, really sorry. I'll share your post and everything on my blog page. I think it's brilliant, but no, we're not doing that of any planes.
Natalie, isn't it amazing? Like, there's a lot of nurses from Bournemouth Hospital that added me on Facebook, and I'm thinking, oh, are they allowed to? But like, it's when I go into hospital, I've made friends with especially Ward 50 and 60, and so many friends, like from the nurses. Like, it feels like family when I go in. So it's like they all know me, they all know my history. It's quite comfortable.
Steve was just saying that's like him. Like, he had a lot of even like friends from school that had obviously gone into nursing. So when he went to hospital, some of them weren't allowed to look after him directly, but obviously they were on the ward. And because he spent so long in hospital, he ended up making really good friends. And
yeah, you do when you're in for months, and like especially when I was in isolation in the room, you really, and they start to open up to you, and it's nice. It can get quite, it's I quite like it. That's if I do move from here and go to Birmingham, I would miss the kind of staff that I've got close to, but I can always start again.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll keep you out of hospital.
Can I just say something before I forget? Graham has his operation tomorrow for Botox, so good luck, Graham. I don't know if I'm not on the chat, so I'm not sure if he's watching. But
he's really, really nervous, bless him.
Yeah, he is. Good luck, Graham.
I've told him to watch the show, hopefully have a giggle, and just try and relax for the next hour.
Yeah.
When's that tomorrow? Is he in tomorrow, is he?
He's in now, but he's off tomorrow.
Okay.
He's off, yeah. And I don't know. There were some other people I meant to mention, but I've forgotten their names. It'll come to me. Sorry, tired today.
I actually referred somebody over to you on Instagram earlier talking about diversion colitis. I don't know a lot about it, but I know you said you'd found out quite a bit more about it.
Yeah.
On Monday, so I think she might get in touch hopefully with you.
It's everything that I've read, it's not inflammatory bowel disease.
I've
read,
it is. Oh, it is.
It's just come in, yeah.
Really? Oh, because I read all the case studies. I've read loads of case studies, and they all say that it's not. But I was wondering how that worked. Steve, I might talk to you after about it if you know a bit more.
Literally just come in.
We'll do lunch next Thursday.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So
is it pleased that she's got a colitis of some sort?
I know, but isn't it really ironic though? I had my stomas not due to IBD, and now I've got possibly IBD. I think it's quite ironic.
It is, isn't it?
I've got my flexi sig on Monday to check what my large intestine or the remainder of it's doing. So.
I might have a prostate exam after tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. Ooh.
Is that the one where you have to cough?
No. That's the one when you have when you're about 13. This is literally the finger up the bum.
When you've got IBD, you're kind of used to fingers.
But I know, yeah. But the thing is, this one is obviously because. Summer, I'll be having my 3 ops, so I'll be having my total proctocolectomy. So I'll be sealed up, so they won't actually be able to do that operation there. No, that
they won't be able to check it like that then.
No, they won't be able to check it at all. So I'm going to get it done because a few things are sort of I don't know started to just wondering about whose tummy was that.
That was me. It's going mental tonight. It's making those noises and it keeps flicking to me. It's high output.
So we'll let you know how that goes next week.
Can they?
I might do a live prostate examination.
Oh, Steve.
No, I won't really.
Remove that when they do the pancrealectomy, whatever that word is.
Remove the prostate?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
They can remove it, can't they? Because you don't need it. Just think
what
does it
actually do? What does it actually for the prostate?
They remove when you have a urostomy. When you have a urostomy, they remove the prostate every time, even if it's not for cancer. They will remove the prostate.
What is the prostate's actual job? It's what's its purpose?
To do with making testosterone.
Really?
It has quite a few jobs.
So I'm going to start growing boobs and stuff. That's all I need.
When you remove the prostate, you have lots of problems with kind of like erectile dysfunction, and that's why a lot of the men that have urostomies, like they have to have like use other means, and there's quite removing the prostate it can have its own challenges.
So it's not like they would do it just
not like removing an appendix. Do you know what I mean? There's no consequences. Yeah, there's quite a lot.
Oh, I didn't realise. I didn't think of that wouldn't be able to be checked. I suppose they can keep an eye on it in other ways, though, like by scans and stuff.
There's a blood test called a PSA test, which I've told Steve, I've written it down, said you need to ask the PSA checks the levels, and it should be about 0 or 1. If you have an enlarged prostate or prostate cancer, the levels are higher, and it's a good indication of there's something going on. So not necessarily cancer, can be in the large prostate.
Yeah.
It can, and then they go forward for investigations. Then
it might not be nothing to do, but I think it's worth doing it before I have this off.
Yeah.
But my dad was saying exactly the same thing earlier, Rachel, about the PSA.
Yeah. That's how they kind of sort of screen for it now these days.
The blood test,
Yeah, blood test, yeah, and then from that, then they'll do other investigations if it comes back. It's a good to have a borderline anyway, especially when you're getting older. Don't mean that disrespectfully.
Well, I'm as young as the.
But I think it's good. It's good to just have a borderline.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say as well, isn't it true that if you're a man that does a pregnancy test and it turns positive, that's something to do with the prostate?
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
That's 4 of us that have never heard of that. Because I heard an echo then of myself.
Yeah, apparently it's something. I don't know whether it's true or not, but that's just something.
I'm going to have to Google that one.
Right, shall we get started, people?
Oh, God, do we have to? I was hoping you'd forgotten.
Could we just fill?
Have you got some paper?
Oh.
Yes. Toilet paper, do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, I hope you and Steve are doing this as well.
No, because these questions are all about you two. Oh. So the first round is about Steve. So Steve has to answer the questions about himself, and Rachel has to obviously try and guess the answer.
Can I just say, I have a really bad memory. I live on cuckoo land most of the time. So if I come off like the world's worst girlfriend, honestly, I'm not. I just have a bad memory.
No.
I like to say that out there.
It will be good. It should be good.
Please don't ask me what band I like, because I can't answer it. I've got too many.
No, that's not in there.
Okay.
Right, so all about Steve. First question. There's 6 questions on each of you, and then there's a round where you both play together.
Are you going to give us a few, like a 5 seconds to write my thing down?
Yeah. If I ask first, and then we'll go through the answers after, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So question 1, what brand of bag does Steve use?
Rachel.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to say the bit that we're not allowed to say, so don't worry. I'm not stupid, Steve.
He's still quiet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See what I have to deal with, Nat.
No, what's in trade secrets? Right, number 2, what's his shoe size?
What? Shoe size?
Yeah.
I don't bloody know.
Ask Raj. She'll know.
I don't want to be responsible.
No, you could quickly message Raj and she'd tell you straight away.
I know she would.
So, Steve, you're writing these answers about you, yeah?
I am, yes.
Yeah. What is Steve's most annoying habit?
Oh God.
Oh
can I just write the one?
Yeah, just one.
What's my most annoying habit? I'm perfect. What are you on about?
I think even I know the answer to this.
Oh my God.
I don't know the answer to it.
I know.
I know.
Careful here. You be careful.
Okay, got it.
Right. If he had a superpower, what would it be? Or what would you
Oh,
want?
this is easy.
Okay.
What month was Steve in the Purple Wings calendar?
Easy.
Even my little one knows this.
Oh.
His favourite superhero is Steve. Steve,
Oh.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
And what's his stoma's name? You ready? Should we do the answers to them ones first and then do Rachel's? Right.
Yeah, go on, Rachel. Let's see what you got.
What brand of bag does he use?
Coloplast Neo.
Correct.
What is his shoe size?
8.
Mm-mm.
10.
Mm-mm.
9.
Yes. It's 9. It used to be 10.
Oh.
My feet have shrunk, you know.
10.
Rubbish.
What's his most annoying habit?
Touching his bag with all the food. Bloop, 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 bloop.
You know, I wrote telling Rachel off.
I was going to say snoring. Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Ah.
Snoring.
I can't believe that you put that out live. Oh my God. You know, I never even thought of that as well. It's not an issue. You know, it's not an issue because she wears earplugs.
Oh,
So I can't even hear herself snoring.
I don't snore.
If he had a... And by the way, the bag thing, you touching the bag, do you not do that?
No, he does this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's push it down. Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, I think it's quite cute, actually.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's not annoying, is it?
Oh,
It's not annoying, but I couldn't think of anything else, Steve. I
No,
forgot
but-
why you're snoring.
Nat, can I tell you why that isn't an issue with Rachel? Because she has prolapse, so she doesn't have like
yeah.
an empty bag as such.
It's
Yeah.
always full.
Squidge it properly.
Yeah, so there you go. But snoring, I can't believe I didn't think of that.
I didn't think of that either. Natalie thought of it.
It's not an issue, though,
it's because I miss you, and that's why I didn't think of it, because I just get used to it with earplugs. But some nights I message the girls going, "Oh, I can't sleep."
I can't sleep, he's snoring.
It's all coming out now, isn't
yeah,
it?
Natalie.
Natalie, banning the phone now. That's it.
Right. If he had a superpower, what would it be?
Flying. Oh,
Have another guess.
invisible.
Of course. Of course.
Right. What month in the Purple Wings calendar was he?
October.
Correct.
October. And what's his stoma's name?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Correct. Stoma cold.
That's still correct.
Yeah, you still get that.
Yeah.
Right. So you got 3 out of 6. So that's not too bad.
Bad.
Right. So this one's about Rachel now.
Right, you are.
6 questions. What's her eye colour?
Oh my God. Rach, look into the camera.
No,
Oh, zooming in.
Right. Okay.
you should know this.
What brand of urostomy bag does she use?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get that one.
He is going to get that one because I've just realised what I've done. What are her ostomy's names? You need them both.
Oh, these are too easy.
This is a bit easy, isn't it?
Obviously, I'm more open than Steve. If he gets more.
What colour underwear did she model in the Jasmine and Stacey shoot?
Yes, Natalie.
Now, I know this colour. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got the actual right word. Okay.
If she could be in any TV show, what would it be?
Ooh, well done, that.
Okay.
And what's her dream holiday?
1 minute.
Richard Harris says, all the best men snore, Steve.
Exactly.
They're coming out in sympathy, all the snorers.
Yeah. Number 6.
And number 6 is dream holiday destination.
Ooh.
It's quite hard to pick one, but if it was just one.
You know what? This would be purely guess because she's never told me. Right, now I'm going to guess.
I've got 2.
You've never told me though, have you?
I have.
Oh, of course you have, yeah.
I have told you, Steve. I've talked about it with you.
Huh?
I've talked about it with you. I've talked about going to this place.
Have you really?
Yes, I really have.
Ah, okay.
I've given too many clues away.
Helping him along.
Right then. I've had a stab at it.
Right. Rachel's eye colour. Yes.
Brown.
Hazel, actually.
You like mine?
No.
Mine are hazel. Yours are brown, yeah.
Hey, mine are hazel.
Yours
On
are
my
brown.
birth certificate, it says hazel.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Right.
What kind of urostomy bag does she use?
Coloplast.
No, wrong.
Not wrong, it's right.
That's what I did. I was trying to what's it because I thought I'll pick one or the other, and then I picked one that's the same make as Steve. What are her ostomy's names?
And I want the full name for my ileostomy bag. No short, the full name and my urostomy one.
Right, there's Squirt and Roberto, alias Rob, Bob and Squirt.
You get half a point, Natalie. Is
Half
this
a
right?
point.
Because it's Bob the Knob and Squirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise you wanted to pretend after it.
When you said Roberto, I was like, what?
What's Roberto? It's Bob the Knob and Squirt.
Yeah, but you never call it Bob the Knob.
I used to.
Bob and Squirt, that's 2 points, isn't it?
No, you still only get one.
Okay, 1 point there. So that's we're even already, girl.
What colour underwear did she wear on the Jasmine Stacey shoot?
Right, now I struggle with blues and greens, right, yeah? Now I'm going to, at first I thought, was it turquoise and black or was it green and black? I'm going to go with turquoise.
Wrong, emerald.
Emerald.
Oh, it's green, and see what I mean? I knew I couldn't decipher in my mind which one it was. I know the colour, I can see it right now in my head, but
not.
Okay, that's wrong.
If she could be in any TV show, what would it be?
It would be This Morning with Holly and Phil.
That is so right. After that, this morning, I put Peaky.
I was just going to say, that's what I thought, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders, but because my dream is to go on This Morning. It has been my dream, like Steffi knows about. It's my 5-year plan is to go on This Morning couch. I keep that to myself. I keep it to myself.
Oh yeah, keep it to yourself. Online.
Not anymore.
And holiday destination.
Well, I wrote to see the Northern Lights. Now I couldn't remember whether they're in Norway or Sweden.
No, that's right, Northern Lights. It's a cruise, but Northern Lights, you got that right.
Where is it? It's Sweden or Norway?
Well, Northern Lights is the Northern Light. You see them anywhere pretty up there. Like Iceland, I would like to go cruise, so you go all the way up. Well done.
Adore me.
No.
4 out of 6.
Right. Okay. What's Rachel's favourite crisps?
Roast beef monster munch.
that is specific. That is. I like that.
They're the best crisps in the world.
Look at that blatant advertising there. I don't know if that's allowed.
They should be paying me.
I really like Cartier watches, just in case.
Yeah.
Rolex.
Would love to go on holiday somewhere hot.
Yeah, and me.
Right. So the next one, I need you to get a piece of paper, write both your names on it. Like 2 separate pieces of paper, if that makes sense.
So one piece of paper, rip it in half?
Yeah.
Or a page each?
You can just do it on the back, just so you can either hold up Steve or Rachel.
Okay. I like this one. Oh, this is a good
Natalie,
bit.
I've just realised, was I supposed to do questions for you and Steve? Have I totally missed that?
We know. Maybe we could do this next week.
We
have a good think about it.
Oh, I feel really bad because I totally didn't think.
Good. He's not feeling too well, so he was downstairs just then chatting while he was just doing his TPM. But
okay. Maybe we do it next week.
Nat?
Yes.
Do we write me and Rach, or
you can write? Yeah, that's fine.
So Rach, you write me and Steve.
Has it gone off? Because I kind of lost you. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I can hear both of you.
I can hear Rachel.
Yeah, the thing is I can't get it back up to stop the live. Oh, well, keep talking and I'll carry on.
We'll just stay live forever. Right, so I'm going to ask you a question and you just need to straight away hold up either Steve or Rachel.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just finish this.
I'll get it big, actually.
Richard Harris says scampi and lemon knickknacks.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
no.
That sounds unusual, Richard.
No, they're really nice, they are.
Wrong. Not good crisps.
It's got to be cheese and onion.
Prawn cocktail.
Come on, Steve. Stop doodling.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Are we ready?
He's drawn a picture of me.
I'm not. I'm just colouring it in, that's all. Just say it can be seen on camera. I'm done.
Right. Who can change their bag the quickest?
Steve.
Yeah.
I can't see it, Rachel.
See what I mean, Rachel? This is why I coloured mine in, girl.
Oh, right. Clever crogs.
You
see, sometimes science, yeah.
Oh, shush, Steve.
No, don't get me wrong. Carol Vorderman's got it down to a fine art.
No, her thing's maths, isn't it?
Yeah, and science. She's science as well. You know, same thing.
What's the sign for female or male?
The sign for a female is a circle with an arrow on the bottom.
Is it diagonal or straight?
It's, oh gosh, I think it's going down, isn't it?
One goes down with a cross, and one's like a circle with a diagonal bit and an arrow.
Yeah, cross is the male, and the diagonal arrow is the female. Isn't it?
We'll leave that out. Next question.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna have some good questions next week, Nat. Because I'm going to get on it as well. I'm going to start thinking I should have done it this week. Okay.
Who said I love you first?
Oh. Steve.
Said each other.
You said it first, Steve.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Who would remove a spider from the room?
Steve. But I would, because I'm more manly. But I'm just doing it because I know he would put him.
Best cook.
Sorry?
What?
Who's the best cook?
I thought you said something else then.
You know what? Because I'm a true gentleman.
Yeah. Woohoo! That's down to you girls, Steffi and you girls' recipes that Nick can make for Steve to look like I can cook.
And they've all come out well, you know.
I know.
I love cooking. Although I did do a Weight Watchers ready meal tonight. Bloody delicious.
Nice.
Super impressed. Who takes the longest to get ready?
What did you write?
Rachel, but I've done it backwards.
Yeah.
And the last one is, who's the best dancer?
That's an easy one, that is, girl. Have you seen Rachel dancing?
Oh, Steve! That's really horrible. Oh, I like dancing, but I don't have the best rhythm.
No,
Yeah, it's like dance like this.
You just see a crutch flying around the room.
Remembered the conversations from Cardiff, so that's going there.
No, but you know what? She's a trier.
Exactly. I always think as long as you're enjoying yourself, I'm the same.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Totally
have
agree.
the best rhythm, but I like dancing, and considering I don't drink, I think I do very well.
You do, girl. We're not slagging you off.
In dance.
It's funny. Good questions, Nat.
Well, what I think is, because obviously I can't really score those against each other, but you got 5 out of 6. You said the same answers. So if you do it next week,
Yeah.
and do the same, do 6 questions about me, 6 about Steve, and then 6 ones where we have to do that. We can. Steve obviously won the battle of Mr. and Mrs. But then we compare our answers on that one to me and Steve, maybe.
Do you know what?
So we're going to have to go a lot to win. I know we're both really stubborn, so we can disagree.
Natalie, we'll definitely do the question. I didn't. It's only when you did a question I thought it was the same questions, but obviously it wouldn't be. So we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, no,
I think we should steer clear of any IBD questions with these pair though, because you kind of know each other's routines in and out, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't think you're getting it easy?
Well, I've got a really tough one that I'm going to put in.
Yeah, wrong. No, that was good though.
Right.
Thank you, Natalie.
Nice one.
Thanks,
Good
Nat.
idea.
That was really cool. Thank you.
I forgot about that bit as well. Forgot about the me and you. They were good. They were. I remember that from the proper TV program.
I used to like that show. I was trying earlier on when I was posting on Twitter, because Phil and Holly did it, didn't they? They did a review of it. So I was like, check me out as the host. And I was trying to make up a sort of play on words with Holly Willoughby, but then ended up putting Willie Stoma and all sorts, and I was like, this is going really badly. I just had to stop.
That's where eye patches and earphones, didn't they? So they couldn't. Not earphones. Yeah, so you couldn't see what the answers were.
I've never seen it.
And they
basically asked questions, but instead of writing it down, right, they'd say it out loud, but the other person would have earphones on, so they couldn't hear.
Okay.
But then they'd be up against, like that bit that we just did, there'd be like 3 couples.
Okay.
So that would determine who went through, and then they'd have to do it about each other to win whatever prize.
Cool.
It was. But yeah, I used to like it.
Oh, well done. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Has anybody out there on, not that I can see the chat, but Nasty can, got any questions they want to for the last 10 minutes? Or anything you want to talk about?
Ash said this is funny. He was laughing, I think. And he would go to Graceland.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because he's an Elvis impersonator, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
That's why I'd want to be there. He's thinking about taking his Elvis tribute to the streets and busking. Need to invest in
that would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
I heard a fact about Elvis impersonators, and something like there's more Elvis impersonators in the world than there is any other impersonator.
Wow.
All put together.
There's so many that do it from different parts of his career as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
With Elvis.
Nice.
Can I say something? Now I've got the Pringles sitting right next to me. I just want to eat while I'm on the show.
Oh no, Twiglets.
Thanks, Steve.
Twiglets is another crisp.
Twiglets.
Yeah.
Oh, not keen on them, girl.
Oh, I love them. And they were
a bit too yeasty, aren't they?
Do you know the Christmas cans of them? They were on offer the other day in Aldi for 50p.
They're very salty, Twiglets. I like it.
I think that's why, because when I crave
salt,
because I don't have salt on my food, I can't stand it unless it's on chips. My nurse always moans at me because she's to put more salt in my diet. But she says I have to eat at least 2 packets of crisps a day to get the added salt. But I know when I'm low because I'll crave crisps, and it is things like Twiggies and
it's mad because
I've always had a sweet tooth. So when I'm craving salty stuff, I know it's my body obviously trying to tell me that.
it's mad what our bodies do. It's like when I'm craving salt, A, I'll just cane loads of crisps, but B, I have like, or C, as I said the other day, A and C. I just taste salt in everything. Literally, I can taste it in chocolate. I can taste it in tea. I can taste it in everything. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's really
I tend to only put a lot of salt on chips and on eggs if I'm eating boiled eggs.
See, I cook with salt sometimes now. Like if I'm making certain recipes, I will put a bit of salt in, but I'm not a big salt fan, like I say, unless it's on chips. But no, it's weird, isn't it? It's definitely what your body. I know my mum, before she got diagnosed, she's got an underactive thyroid, and she used to eat, do you know, like the bags of lettuce you can get, like Rocket and stuff like that. It would literally, and it'd be like she was crazy for it. She'd be getting it out of the fridge and just eating handfuls of it
On its own, with nothing else.
Yeah, just lettuce. Like she would just sit, but like I say, it was almost like a manic thing. She'd be like, "I need it." Sort of.
That's really odd. You should say that, because when I had overactive thyroid about 5-6 years ago, I did exactly the same thing with iceberg lettuce. I used to rip it off and just eat it in the fridge.
There's apparently
rip off the lettuce.
That does something to your thyroid. Or
really?
The doctor told her, and she was like, "Well, that would explain it." Like she likes lettuce, she enjoys salad, but it literally was, like I say, it's like this crazed thing, and she'd be grabbing it and grabbing handfuls and
couldn't get it down her quick enough.
That's mad, because I used to do that. That's really weird. I had overactive thyroid.
Yeah, see, she's underactive, but whatever it was, it's something to do with stabilising the thyroid was what.
Wow. Okay.
But I wonder why lettuce, because there's not really that much taste to lettuce, is there?
A lot in it, no, is there? But she would. Well, that's why it was.
Wash it down with a bit of tasty watercress.
Oh, Ash is going live after this. He started doing videos on his channel about his. Let me find what he said.
Ash, I saw your live. I think it was one I saw 2 days ago. It was quite good. It was interesting.
Yeah. He changed his bag, didn't he? He's started doing living with an ostomy videos on his channel. I know I saw a video on Twitter earlier on from Bullen, because he'd mentioned their dry wipes. Because I commented on it because I think they're great too. But yeah, so he's going live after this. It's Exploring Haunted Places with Ash and Silly is the name of his channel, I think. Well, that's his name that comes up on the chat. So, but yeah, so if you want to pop over there afterwards and see what he's doing. I'm trying to think. Next week, we are going to talk about stomas for reasons other than IBD. So it would be really good to hear from people who have stomas. Are we getting a guest person on? Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I haven't spoken to that person about that, actually. That's one thing I've got to do.
Yeah, I think she'll be really good if she can come on.
She's free. She would be really good.
Can we do your questions as well?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that too.
Oh, yeah, Steve and me will be together on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have been in Birmingham, but we'll be back. We should be back by then. So that will all be good. But yeah, so if anybody watches and they have a stoma due to reasons that aren't IBD related, please get in touch so we can share reasons and stories and all that. Rachel obviously doesn't have it through IBD, although she's joined the gang now.
I think it's really important, because I think, like, first, I can't put into words how long I felt alone, and I felt left out because I didn't have my stomas due to cancer, and I didn't have them due to IBD, and I didn't have them to anything else like bladder related, like kind of disease related. And I felt really alone, and I kept thinking, oh well, I'm not one of them. I can't go to the charities. I can't go into support groups. And I put up the walls myself. And then it wasn't until I did my blog and then I started meeting you guys and I realized, oh my God, this is all my shit. Like, I'd basically put up, there was nobody saying to me that it was like, I realized that a stoma is for a stoma. We all go through, doesn't matter what it's for, we go through similar processes. And it was like, but it is nice when you meet somebody like Kelly is slow transit. And that's what mine was due to the rare condition, slow transit. I just couldn't empty my bowel at all. Just wouldn't empty. I used peristem irrigation, wouldn't empty it. The water wouldn't come out. It just wouldn't work. And it's when you do meet somebody that's in a similar, it is nice connecting. But I realized that it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter why you have your stoma. I found there is a community there, and it's helped me accept it, because I felt very sort of, I suppose, hard done by in a way, because I thought I was the only one. I didn't have people that would understand me. And people used to say, my friends used to say, why don't you contact this charity, and I'll be like, oh no, I don't have that. And it's like, I wish I'd listened sooner, because now I am where I am because of you guys, because of the show, because I've talking about it openly. And yes, it's not because of IBD, but the process is similar, and now I have it. So stupid body.
You know what was really as well, while I was in the hospital, I had 4 people, staff wise, ask me about my ileostomy, ask me if I would, or if I could have a reversal. And when I told them that I didn't want one, that it could be possible, they don't know definitely whether it would be, but mine could be reversed, possibly. But when I said to them that I wouldn't be having it reversed, they were all quite shocked. And they were really good. They asked why, and they wanted to hear my story. But yeah, they were all really, really, for saying they were in the medical profession, all of them, it was all nurses or HCAs. They were all quite like, oh. And,
quite aghast.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I've had that, but I've had that with friends as well that are like, really? Well, you know what? Since I've had my bag, I've never been so happy in my life.
Oh, Steve.
And no, it's true. I've never been so happy or healthy, to be honest. Obviously, before I got the bloody disease, I was healthy. But, you know, that's like 10 years ago.
And that's how I feel.
But happy-wise, I've accepted everything about myself. I've accepted my body the way that I am. You know, it's changed me. It's made me a better person, without a shadow of a doubt.
I feel very similar, like to you. Like I haven't always liked them, but I really, really do now. And now I'm generally so grateful for how much it's given me and how content and happy I am. And it's a nice place to be, because before it took up a lot of headspace, and now it doesn't. But going back to what Natalie said with the healthcare professionals, I've had quite a few healthcare professionals they instantly ask, are you going to have it reversed? You know, it's kind of, I've noticed that nurses and
their first question about it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it is especially, I don't know whether that's just because we're younger, whether that's, but that's nearly everybody I spoke to always asks if it's going to be reversed.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had a reversal, my bottom doesn't work, you know, it doesn't open. It's like at all. And I think that's why I'm slightly worried that this may be a suggestion when I go see them, but there's no way, because I'll end up, before when I thought about doing it for the prolapse, he said 5% chance it'll work, and you'll end up using the peristem irrigation again. And
It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Took over a lot of my life using that contraption, and I don't want to do that again. So I'd rather just get rid of it. And
if they're giving you 5% odds, you'd be a fool to risk it, wouldn't you?
But I think because at the time with the ileostomy, with the prolapse, you know, so I'll just have to wait and see what they suggest. But I don't want to have a reversal at all.
No, I mean, my problems have been happening since I was like 8 or 9, and I said to them, toilet for me was a horrific place. It's always been questionable. It's always been a problem. And now it's not. And I do get annoyed at my stoma sometimes. Twice in the last probably 2 or 3 months, I have had a leak in bed the day we've changed our bed sheets. and it's like, oh, just changed them. We've had to change it all again. But and it gets me down.
That's sod's law, isn't it? It's never going to happen on the day before you wash the sheets, is it? No. Come on, is it? It's not, is it?
But yeah, so it does. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to get up and empty it again. And like today, I didn't get out of bed till 1:30 today. Steve tried to get me up. I was supposed to go out for lunch with my mum, pick her up, and we were going to get our nails done. And I ended up texting her, and I was like, I'm really sorry, I just don't feel right. He tried to get me up out of bed to come and get a drink and to go to the toilet and empty.
Is that the pain meds now?
I don't think, no, because I've not had any meds either, because then obviously I woke up and was in pain. But I've not had any pain meds since last night. But I just feel drained today. I really do. And I've forgotten what the point was that I was making.
Well, it's gone 9, so we'll probably have to round up again. So thank you, Natalie, for doing the questions. It shall be you and Steve's go next week, and we will think of some good ones, because Steve has got a brain for words. It's ridiculous. So I'm sure he'll come up with some good questions.
Oh, you're gonna have some amazing ones.
Actually, I've just come up with a good one, Steve. I'll have to discuss later.
Okay, so you have to send that through.
And so next week on the show, we'll be doing the Mr. and Mrs. for Natalie and Steve, and we will also be talking about stomas, as Nat said, for other reasons apart from IBD and cancer or other.
Yeah, because it's sort of tying in. I know you said the following week, a few days after the show, is it Rare Illnesses Day or something?
Yeah, the 28th of February.
Yeah, so
Rare Disease Day.
Rare Disease Day. That's it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And then we might see Natalie, see if we can try and get a guest person on that. I think Graham will be happy if we get this person on. So we'll see if she's free.
Yeah, I think she'll be good as well.
Okay, well, bye from us, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Have a beautiful day.